Okay, I'm going to share briefly on the statistics. Okay. I'm just going to skim through for time's sake, but 1 in 4 women in the U.S. will experience domestic violence in their lifetime, most frequently by someone they know. Female victims commonly first experience domestic violence between the ages of 18 and 24. Almost one of 5, or 16.3% of murder victims in the United States were killed by an intimate partner. Women account for 2 out of 3 murder victims killed by an intimate partner. 3.3 million estimated number of children in the U.S. each year have witnessed domestic violence of their mother or female caretaker by a family member. 40 to 60% of men who abuse women will also abuse children. I think I'm going to go. So I kind of try to get the statistics for our local area so we can just see the magnitude of how bad domestic violence is. Let's see, we have, for 2018, the total number of domestic violence-related calls for assistance in California was 166,890 calls.
Oh my God.
The total number of domestic violence-related calls for assistance involving a firearm, that was my case, was 1,383. And the number of calls involving personal weapons, hands, fists, feet, were 60,473. In the city of San Bernardino, there were 3,150 reported domestic violence crimes, 3,150 in San Bernardino alone. And these are the ones that are reported. Can you imagine the multitude of the cases that are not reported? Thousands go unreported because why? Because the victim is paralyzed by fear and does not have a voice or the courage to speak up. This is why we vow to arise and to conquer, to be a voice for the voiceless, to bring awareness and to remove the veil and expose this silent killer. Domestic violence kills, and that's a fact. It is a spirit of manipulation and control. It is set out to annihilate the daughter of God, and we must stand in unity and boldness and shout freedom. We need to let the people, the church, the communities, the families know that domestic violence is not okay, and it will no longer be ignored or tolerated. It is vital to recognize the signs, to educate, and to have more shelters and resources available. We need to recognize the signs and offer help. Hearing the statistics and the high numbers can be a little intimidating, but it may seem impossible maybe sometimes to make a difference. All I can say is, but God, right? But God, again. We serve a statistic-breaking God. There is nothing impossible for Him. The key component here and the difference of our nonprofit organization is that we are faith-based. Our core is God, and in Him and through Him, we believe that these numbers will change. That chains will fall off, that the daughters of God will be delivered, and their pain will produce purpose. We will arise and conquer domestic violence, and all the demonic spirits attached to it are going down. No more fear, no more tears, no more death, no more compromise, no more strongholds, no more victims. We command the demonic hold to be broken. We declare the daughters of God will arise and conquer in Jesus' name.